From depositing checks into your bank account to buying eggs from fertility clinics, people have come up with all sorts of ways to do almost anything on the internet. Meeting your future partner or spouse has become one of the most popular ways that people are now utilizing the internet. I know this from seeing hundreds of commercials advertising dating sites every week, and from my own experience meeting my boyfriend on Twitter. In 140 characters, you are allowed to say anything from what you're doing, where you're going, or how you're feeling on the website called Twitter. Close friends or strangers can choose to follow you and reply to your post or retweet things that you've posted if they agree with what you said or if they're trying to get your attention. It is an open diary with limited space to keep your thoughts short and interesting, and at least I used it as that. Often complaining about my boyfriend at the time, who was always lying, cheating, and doing a bunch of things worth mentioning. Luckily enough, he didn't have a Twitter account, so I can go off without being held back. I didn't really receive any replies. Nobody really paid attention. I think people just go on there just to kind of rant and have a place to rant. And the only person that really ever replied to my post was this follower named Chucky. I had never met Chucky in person. I only knew him through pictures he would post or things that he would say on Twitter, but he talked to me like he knew me. Replying to my post, saying things like, that I deserved better, why am I with this boyfriend, or encouraging me, saying that I should, open my eyes and probably leave him behind, but I had never met this guy. So I just thought, oh, maybe it's just a nice follower giving me some advice. The strangest thing was that his post would sometimes say things like that he loves Monica, or that he misses Monica, or he wants to see Monica. Not knowing him, I never thought that, he could have been talking about me. Even when his friends would always tell me, this guy named Chucky likes you. I'm like, who is Chucky? Like, I really just, I never thought that he was talking about me. So one night, I'm at a BBC football game with my friend and her boyfriend who's on the team. We came up to meet them after the game, and I said, you know what, Jeremiah, your friend Tui is so cute. He's this big, tall guy. He's very cute. And I told him that. So Jeremiah, being not the greatest person to make a match for me, he just yells out to Tui, hey Tui, Monica thinks you're cute. And he just yells back, no, Chucky likes her. And I'm like, man, who is this Chucky guy? Like, he's just ruining everything for me right now. I finally believed that I was the Monica that Chucky was talking about after that night. So I posted I was going to the mall after the football game to see that if he would reply and maybe come and finally meet me in person. It took months of posting feelings and replies on Twitter before I caught Chucky's attention. And after that, he was determined to make me notice him and eventually fall for him. I cannot imagine my life without him, and still cannot believe it was all thanks to him stalking me on Twitter. It has been over a year since the first time we met at the mall, and it has been the happiest year of my life. I always tell him that he saved my life from the past relationship I was in. I didn't fall for him immediately. When I first met him, we were friends, and I started kind of thinking, oh my God, this guy treats me better than my boyfriend, and we're just friends. He's a good person. I like him. So eventually, yes, I did fall for him after him stalking me on Twitter, and I always joke to his friends saying that, if you're really like a girl and you're determined, just stalk her. Stalk her on Twitter, stalk her on Facebook. You never know, really, because this is how me and Chucky came together. I never thought I would meet my first real boyfriend online, and it showed me that even though real love is hard to find, at